Hi everyone and welcome back, or welcome if you are new around here. My name is May and on this channel we definitely focus on talking about handbags, and that ranges anywhere from the cute little handbag that you might find at your local boutique all the way to very high-end designer, luxurious, high-ticketed handbags as well. So if you enjoy that type of content, I would love for you to consider subscribing and sticking around. As you saw from the thumbnail and the title of this video, I have a brand new handbag to share with you guys. Before I go into a little bit of detail in regards to the piece, I do want to take a minute to thank today's video sponsor, and that is none other than Oleada. It comes at no surprise because I have already done a collaboration video with Oleada, as well as shared my Oleada piece with you in my most recent review of the handbags that I have been gifted. So it is a New York based company that definitely takes time to create these stunning styles of handbags for us working and corporate women. So they focus on making sure that they add the specific little details, little pouches, little slots that we need in order to keep ourselves organized throughout our working day. So their handbags are created with versatile design in order for you to be able to incorporate them in different settings. Even though the first time around I went ahead and opted for their Wavia bag, which I think it's a very popular style. It is a great style for that working woman that needs to carry a lot with her during the day but wants versatility in her bag in order to be able to incorporate it depending on what it is that that day calls for. I did mention that ultimately I would have loved to have added their Anchor bag, and you guys, it is here. They were kind enough to reach out to me and let me choose a handbag from their handbag range. And of course, without any hesitation, I knew that the mini Anchor was the one that I wanted to go for this time around. You guys know I work from home, therefore I don't go out with a large bag oftentimes that I need to carry my laptop. So the mini Anchor for me was going to be the perfect little size of handbag in order to be able to incorporate during my day-to-day. Let me share with you what it is that she looks like. I didn't want to completely unbox her without you here as well to see her with me. Guys, the smell of leather in this bag, it is the first thing that I just want to point out because it really just hit me as soon as I took her out of that dust bag. Also, can we take a moment for this stunning chameleon color? I feel like depending on how dark it is, how light it is, what you're wearing, it definitely pulls different shades. So let's go ahead and finish her up and show her in all her glory. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that Oleada's packaging is always so perfect. They take the time to make sure that they secure all the hardware, that nothing is really exposed in order for it not to get damaged in transit, and I really appreciate that. I also wanted to talk about their work style quiz, which can help you narrow as to what style of handbag you can ultimately choose depending on what your ultimate daily work goals are. And it was funny because I went ahead and took the quiz, and ultimately it said that I was a office trendsetter, which I definitely took as a huge compliment, and it recommended the Reveri tote. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, and I thought that it hit the nail on the head perfectly. In my old going into the office days, that is definitely the type of handbag that I would have gone for. I used to carry my life with me to work, and even though I never needed to carry a laptop, it would have been nice just to have that additional capacity to know that I could take one if I needed to. So the quiz will definitely help you narrow down as to what style would be best suitable for you depending on what it is that you need to carry on the daily. But let's get back to this cutie. So as I said, this is the mini Anchor. It is in the color ash. They currently have a huge selection of leathers, of fabrics, linens, combinations in this style. I do want to share with you guys how it is that we can use her so she can be incorporated 4 different ways. I also want to share with you what can fit inside. And last but not least, while I share with you how it is that she can be incorporated, I also wanted to give you a little bit of style inspiration. So let's start off with a quick sort of handbag tour. As you can see, it is kind of like a little bit of an east-west style, which you guys know I'm currently loving at the moment. And aside from that, she also has a top handle, which I love, and I definitely look forward to having in all of my handbags just because I really enjoy a top handle carry moment. And the other thing that I'm really enjoying about this specific style is that it kind of gives off that vanity case kind of silhouette that's very popular at the moment, and that I had been wanting to kind of get into my collection and play around with. So you do have two different pull tabs in order to open up the handbag here. The handbag is a full grained genuine Italian leather, and you can definitely feel the amazing quality of the leather just by touching it. I do have to say, I feel like the mini anchor is a little bit more soft and supple than my original Wavia bag. I felt like that bag was definitely a little bit more structured, and the leather was also a little bit more stiff in a sense, which was needed in order to maintain the structure of that particular handbag. So one little detail that I do want to point out really quick that you can see is the two little pull tabs are in two different colors, which I thought was a super cute addition to the handbag. It kind of gives it a little bit of a pop and some character. Go ahead and open the bag like so. Guys, the zipper, so smooth. And then in order to get inside, you just basically go ahead and open the bag like so. So let me go ahead and remove the stuffing because, as I said, I kind of wanted to finish off opening her up and kind of sharing all the details with you here on camera. So when you go ahead and open it, the interior is a very soft felt-like interior. It is a light color interior, which I cannot stress enough how much I appreciate that. I feel like in handbags, once you go a darker interior route, it just makes it really difficult for you to be able to see your things inside. You also have, again, packaged very nicely, a zippered compartment in the back, which I love because it allows you to keep those important either documents or just your credit cards, your cash, anything that you just want to maintain in a zippered compartment. You have the ability to do that in there. And then on the other side of the handbag, I do want to share with you, you do have two small little slip pockets, which are great because I feel like you'll be able to slide in there maybe a little mirror and then just something else that you want to have easy access to. And the remainder of the bag is just one full open space. Last but not least, yes, there is more. We have a back pocket. So first test, let's go ahead and see if my phone would fit in there. And I do have an iPhone 15 Pro Max. It kind of slides in there a little bit snug. I would say that the smaller iPhones would definitely slide in here a little bit better, but it's nice to know that you have the opportunity to slide your phone in the back pocket for easy access. I personally really like that just because if I don't need to have my phone in my hands, I don't want to go through the hassle of having to open my handbag and put it inside of my handbag. So a back pocket is always a nice touch. All right, so I do want to share with you guys what it is that fits inside the mini anchor. But before I get into that, I want to make sure that you guys check out the description box below. Oleada has been generous enough to offer me a discount code as well as a free gift with purchase if you do choose to add any of their handbags. So I will have all the details linked down below. You do get an additional 20% off their handbags, which I feel is extremely generous due to the fact that these luxury and very well made all leather handbags are already a really great price in my opinion. So the fact that they're giving us an opportunity to get an additional discount and adding a free gift with purchase, which I may add is a free silk twilly. You guys know my love for twillies, so I was really excited that they're adding that free gift with purchase. It's just really nice and very generous of them, especially during the holiday season. So I wanted to get into what can potentially fit in here, and I will also give you other options with other pieces that I would consider putting inside of the handbag. Here's a better view of the interior. So you do have the back zipper pocket, and then you also have two little slip pockets here. I want to go ahead and try to fit inside exactly what I was using in my previous handbag. It's going to be first off my Toiletry 15 from Louis Vuitton. Let's see if this fits at an angle. I think we'll be able to close it like this. Okay, let's continue with that. I am using a bit of a bulkier wallet. It is this key pouch from Celine. Then I do have a small kind of little purse hook. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the zipper pocket in the back. I have a small packet of wipes, then my phone, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand it up on the front part just so that you can pretend that the phone is in there, because if not, then I'll be able to stack things in there. Okay, I don't think it's gonna close with the iPhone 15 Pro Max standing up, so let's go ahead and then just put it on its side. Then I have a pair of sunglasses. I tend to keep my sunglasses in this softer pouch just because I feel like it's really easy just to move them around from purse to purse. And last but not least, I still have a little bit of space here, which I'll go ahead and sneak in a hand cream and an additional lip balm, because why not? Let's go ahead and close her up. Wow, she closes perfectly. I'm so shocked that all of that fits in there. So this is what it looks like. As you can tell, there's no straining or stretching on the leather. It actually fits inside perfectly fine. Okay, now we have a few new things laid out here just so that I can show you what else you can fit in here. I went ahead and switched out everything from my toiletry 15 and I put it into my mini pochette. You can go ahead and just fit it in like so, or once again, you can slide it to one side and it is going to close perfectly fine, because the mini pochette is a little bit slimmer actually than the toiletry 15. So this time around, let's go ahead and play around with it like this. So mini pochette in first. I switched out my wallet and I chose a slimmer card holder. I wanted to see if it'll slide in this front pocket here. Ooh, it does. Perfect. So there's that card holder. I also wanted to bring out a mirror because I know a lot of you guys kind of have these little Chanel mirrors. So I'm gonna slide it out of the felt that it comes with. And again, I wanna try to slide it into the slip pocket. Oh my gosh, so good. So these are also things that you would consider taking into the office. I wanna point out that even though I don't have one, an iPad mini will fit in here as well. So let's continue on with my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Again, we're gonna slide it to the side with that face facing forward. Packet of wipes, the little purse hook, and then cream and lip balm. Slide it into that side as well. And then for this one, since we went ahead and laid the mini pochette, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide these sunglasses right on top. Wow, I am so surprised at how much this little bag packs. And you guys, to be completely honest, since the bag is so lightweight on its own, it really doesn't add a lot of weight to it, even adding all those things. All right, so let's get into my favorite part of this video, and that is the styling options. I wanted to share with you guys the 4 different ways in which you can incorporate the Oleada mini anchor into your personal style, and as well as sharing some styling inspiration. So the first way I do want to share is by the top handle. As you can see, it does have this very minimal sort of leather top handle. I also do like that it does have the D-rings separate from the top handle itself, because with long term, and if you choose to incorporate it in other ways, it's not going to cause a lot of damage to the leather, as it won't be rubbing directly on the leather of the top handle. Now, even though the top handle option is my absolute favorite, I also wanted to share that you can also incorporate her as a little clutch. So I feel like the size is very appropriate. It's really nice as a clutch option. So if you do choose to take this with you on your workday, but maybe you have a night event later on, then just switch it up and carry it as a little clutch. Let's get into the other options that the Oleada mini anchor bag can be styled, and that is going to be as a shoulder handbag. So you do have the leather straps that come with the handbag, and of course I totally appreciate that they went for removable adjustable straps, just because again, it's going to give us that versatility to be able to style this handbag in different ways. But at the same time, it's also going to give us the versatility to be able to set it to our preference, depending on our height, depending on how we like our crossbody and shoulder bags to hit us. Then next up, we have a crossbody option. And guys, I think that this is the perfect size crossbody bag. I love that if you have more of like a casual sort of style for work, it can be incorporated as a crossbody bag, and it'll definitely elevate your outfit and take it to that next level. So I really appreciate the fact that you can incorporate this as a crossbody, and you can also have it carry all of your daily essentials for work. Last but not least, I want to get into one of the funnest ways that I feel like you can incorporate this little piece, and that is as a backpack. I mean, how fun. I know that a lot of us kind of outgrow backpacks in a sense, but I feel like there's always a chance where you need a backpack and you don't have one in your collection just because you don't want to have one bag that can only kind of work for one occasion. So that's another thing that I just really appreciate about Oleada's pieces and their range of handbags, is that they really thought it through in their designs to incorporate versatility so that it is not a just one handbag, one situation kind of piece. It is a one handbag, various situations, and feel free to incorporate it as you please kind of piece. And I really enjoy that. I do want to point out again that the mini anchor comes in many color combinations. I went back and forth between the color ash, which was the one that I ultimately chose, and the espresso combination with their linen material. I thought that even though it was a linen material for winter, that combination would have been absolutely beautiful. But I thought that this one would definitely be a little bit more versatile and I would be able to incorporate this color year round. Now, before we jump into my final thoughts in regards to this piece, I did want to also talk to you guys about Oleada's recycle program. So they offer you the opportunity to send in any handbag that you currently own from them. They give you a store credit so you can go ahead and purchase a new handbag in order to add to your collection that you feel is suitable for that moment in your life. And then they go ahead and take care of disintegrating their handbags in order for proper recycling. So there you have it, you guys. I'm so excited to have this little piece in my collection. Of course, as I previously did, I will go ahead and share an updated review with you all. Let me know if you currently own any Oleada handbags. I know that when I've talked about the brand, a lot of you have been intrigued or have shared that you own a certain piece and that you have really enjoyed it. Once again, I want to take a quick minute to thank Oleada for reaching out to me and wanting to work together again. Of course, this is all thank you to all of you guys and all of the feedback, all of the interaction, all of the comments, and all of the love that you always leave my channel. Don't forget to check out the description box for Oleada's generous offer of 20% off their site for the upcoming holiday season. I'll make sure to leave all the details, dates, the coupon code that you need to use in order to take advantage of that 20% off and receive your gift with purchase, which is a beautiful silk twilly. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you and thank you all for spending some time with me today, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye everyone.